Hey guys, it's Miss Vernowski. I just wanted to create a little tutorial for you because it seems like a lot of you are struggling with Lesson 9 in code.org. I just wanted to help you through that. So those of you who are struggling could go back and try it again because it's a very important lesson. Lesson 9 is all about loops. Okay, if you were in live lesson last week, you know that loops are something to help us make things more efficient. So we don't have to keep repeating ourselves over and over. We could just use a loop to repeat steps. Okay, so this puzzle seems to be the first one that a lot of you were struggling with. It seems like most of you were able to do 1 through 4 okay. Then lesson 5 is where you started struggling. So that's why I'm just going to start here right now. So this time we have to help the bee collect all of the nectar using as few blocks as possible. Okay, so here's our little bee. We have to go around and collect nectar from each of these flowers. So what I want to do, the way that I do this is first I figure out what blocks I'm going to need. So I need to get nectar, and then I'm going to need to move forward. Okay, so if I just try running those 2 blocks by themselves, you could see I get that far. I got nectar from one flower and move forward. So I need to figure out what I need to do to get that from all of these flowers. So to get it from this top row here, I could use a loop. And let's try that. Now this says repeat 5 times. So I'm going to want to change that. Here's 1 flower, 2 flowers, 3 flowers, 4 flowers. So let's try repeating that 4 times, see what happens. Okay, so that's when I stopped. I couldn't get any farther. So now, what I need to do to get the bee to the next step? It looks like he needs to turn right. Okay, so I need to get my nectar and move forward and then turn right. So as you see, I'm just doing a process of elimination here. I'm seeing what's happening, seeing what's working. Let's try this out, see what happens. Oh, I hit the wall. Maybe that's because I need to repeat this only 3 times. Get nectar, move forward. Get nectar, move forward. Get nectar, move forward. And then I'm going to be turning right. So let's try that one. All right, there we go. So now I am facing the right direction. I just need to do the same thing a couple times here. So after I turn right, what I really want to do is repeat these steps up here. I want to get nectar and move forward again, right? So one way I could do this, which is not the most efficient way, is to put this again, copy these steps down here. So get nectar, move forward, and let's try repeating that 3 times, see what happens. Okay, so I made it like halfway around my square doing that. So what I need to do is get all the way around the square. Now, like I said, one way I could do that is to just repeat these steps again 4 times. I'm looking for a pattern here, okay? So if I really wanted to, I could put this down here, repeat again. Oops. Get nectar, move forward. Let me just try that and see what happens. Okay, so I made it almost all the way around the square. But as you can see here, there's a pattern. I have repeat 3 times, get nectar, move forward. I have that loop. Then I have turn right. And I do that again, and then again down here. So one thing I can do, instead of having all these steps and repeating them over and over again, is I can use a nested loop. Okay, so these steps here, in order for me to get all the way around the square, I would need to do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, 4 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a nested loop. So I'm going to take a new loop and I'm going to put all these steps inside that loop. See, they just click right in there. And then I'm going to want to repeat it 4 times. And let's give that a try. And there we go. I finished all of that puzzle. So let's just try one more. Let me move on. We'll try lesson 6. I'm just clearing it out so you can't see the answers I already have in here. Okay, so lesson 6 is similar, except now I have a little zombie and I need to get him up to the sunflower up there and avoid these evil plants. So first I need to figure out my basic moves. So I'm going to want to move forward 1, 2, 3 times, and then I'm going to turn left. Okay, so let's see, I could repeat 3 times, move forward, and then turn left. Let me just try that first to make sure I'm in the right direction. All right, good. That looked good so far, but now we need to do that same thing a couple more times to get up here to the flower. Now, one way I could do that is to repeat those steps a couple times. Let's just try that, see how far it gets me. Okay, so I'm almost there. So if I was to repeat that one more time, I would be at the flower. But it looks pretty long here, right? And I can see the pattern that I have. I do move forward 3 times, turn left, move forward 3 times, turn left, move forward 3 times, turn left. So what I could do instead of repeating this over and over is I could put these steps inside a nested loop, just like that. And I'm going to want to repeat it 3 times. Let's try that. There we go. I got to my little sunflower. So same principle there. You're just putting a loop inside of a loop. That is the key to success in this lesson. So if you guys struggled on lesson 9, which I think a lot of you did, go back, give this a try. It's important to learn how to do this. You're going to be using it more in the future. And what you could do is just send me a webmail once you have successfully completed all of lesson 9. And then if you lost points on lesson 9, I will go back and update your grade. All right, and also remember, on Tuesdays at 12:30, we will have open office hours. So if you want to practice this more then with me, feel free to come then. Thanks, guys, for your time. Have a great rest of your day.